Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of the Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Cape Lookout fishing report with Captain Chris Seiss of Not the Real World. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing all right, Marvin. How are you doing?
As always, just trying to stay out of trouble. And we were talking before we started recording, and fishing's been kind of a stinker lately.
Yeah, we have had some really weird weather the past 2 weeks where it's been super, super windy for a big blow for about 5 or 6 days, and it slicked out. And we had some fishing during that time frame. You catch some albies here and there, and then the next blow has really kind of fouled up things fishing-wise. It's been extremely lackluster. I think is one other guide I saw described it as. So not particularly great the past couple of days. We didn't find much yesterday, unfortunately, and a couple of days ago had this kind of same story, and that's what we're hearing around the docks as well. It's been slow, and I think the albacore are more offshore at the moment, but if we get some more consistent weather, hopefully they'll be coming back closer to land, or we can get into them.
Yeah, and to kind of give folks kind of a little bit of perspective, if you had a good albie bite, how many boats would you see, and how many boats are out on the water these days?
Oh, gosh. I mean, if you have a good albie bite during the week, you'll probably see, 20 other boats running around there out along the Cape Lookout area that'll be chasing different bait balls and whatnot. On the weekend, that number might double if it's really good weather and the fishing is really good. I talked to a friend today who was out on the water, and he said he was the only boat out there. So he did make a long run to try and find some different water to see if he could find them. I know there was nobody else out there, but he said he didn't see any other boats. So it's just been really, really rough weather and just kind of weird. But that's how it goes. Fishing is not always exceptional and good and consistent. You gotta take the bad with the good.
Yeah, and we were talking, and so we're hopeful that the weather kind of stabilizes so that folks can enjoy false albacore fishing a little bit longer. But even if that's not the case, you're expecting the sea trout bite to start turning on.
Yes, yeah. So it's also been a little bit inconsistent with the funky weather, and I think a lot of it has to do with a really sharp temperature drop. A couple weeks ago, the water temps were still at 70. And when I did a dock light fishing trip the other night, they were at 59. So they got a short drop, which is good. The sea trout like that colder water to really get the bite going. But I think with how quickly it dropped, it might have kind of made things a little bit funky. But I saw a really nice fish get caught today by a spin fisherman working some creek sloughs on just a short drive here near my house down east. And so that should really be kicking on here very soon. And I'll probably be doing some exploring on that here this week just to see if we can get that bite to get jumping going or whatnot, and just check out some of my holes for catching those, which should be really fun to fish for those fish where you do just kind of sinking lines with a 7 or 8 weight rod and a big deceiver or a couple other flies like my bangarang pattern. You just kind of slowly twitch it through the middle of the column, and hopefully one of these 20-inch fish slam it.
Yeah, there you go. And how much longer do you plan to stay down on the coast and guide this season?
I will probably be here back and forth through at least the next couple months. I generally am guiding, have that guide business up in Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. But if I can still do the guide trips here for the sea trout, which I've still got clients interested in coming down, I'll continue doing that down here and just kind of go back and forth for the holidays and a little bit of work I need to do in my house here and there. So no plans to really switch things up because there's not a whole lot more fishing to be had in Virginia for the trips I do up there this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And folks, we love questions on the Articulate Fly. You can email them to us or send them to us on our Facebook or Instagram page. And if we use your question, I will send you some Articulate Fly swag, and we will enter you a drawing for some of Chris's flies at the end of the season. And to help you fill out the next couple months down on the coast, Chris, why don't you let folks know where they can find you, and feel free to plug your earring business for the holidays as well.
Oh, sure. Well, you can find me on www.nottherealworld.com, which is not is KNOTTHEREEL world.com. And that's also the Instagram name, Not the Real World. I'll probably be doing a lot of live events here in the evenings as I'm doing my tying with flies and earrings. just chatting to people. I love talking to people on there. I'll start picking that up here again with tying season around the corner. Also have my earring business, which is called Pretty Fly Designs. Instagram for that is Pretty Fly Designs _, which is just another earring business I've been doing that's on the side and kind of a fun little game, but makes a great holiday gift. And we are not affected by supply chain issues that everybody else is. So be sure to shop small this holiday season is what I would say there.
Yeah, well, there you go. And, folks, I always say fall is my favorite time to get out on the water, and you owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Chris.
Tight lines, Marvin. Thank you.